Welcome back to Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. I am starting to get stuff in under cover for the winter rains. So I brought in my pine, and I brought that in early this summer. That's my 12-foot poplar, and then all of my cabinet poplar is there. So it'll be in here out of the weather. Plus, I have milled out my 6x6 oak. They turned out nice. I'm going to be using those in a little bit out behind. I'll show you what I'm doing out there. So I've still got stack there, stack of pine over there. That's needing to be planed out yet. That's going to be on the back porch. And then this is the material that I'm using for decking. So I'm going to be using that up in the next few weeks. I am in the process of doing some work out here, and I will say it is a slow process working by yourself, especially when you're using oak. But this is what I've got done. Started yesterday afternoon. And just got one more piece to put in there, and the bridging, and it'll be ready for skirt boards. But then I've got to fill this in. It's a 14 by 8 deck. Of course, it's going to be 2 stories. There's going to be one up there out that door, and then way up is going to be a roof. So I've got it going, and I'll explain here kind of what I'm doing, how I laid this out. I'm using 2x10 oak for my rim joists. That'll give me some extra strength there. Of course, every 16 inches I'm putting a pair of 4-inch lags going all the way through. I go all the way through the OSB and pretty much through the rim board as well. And then, of course, everything I'm doing has got the joist hangers on it. Then out here on the posts, what I'm doing is, and I'll just step down away from it for a minute so you can see. The posts are actually sitting on anchors there in my retaining wall, and then a 2x2 by 12 inch thick with rebar in it spot there, and then they're spliced over the top of those posts, so there's nothing that can go anywhere, as you can see here. Step back away from that so you can see it. So the next post will come down inside and sit on top of this, and then I'll screw in through here and this way, and then I think later, as I was saying, so put carriage bolts so they'll come all the way through and lock the 2 halves here. Plus there's going to be plating, 2x8 plating will come across and around. I'll show you what it looks like when I get to that stage. And of course everything is locked here, screwed with 3-inch screws, setting on supports all the way down. Then where my chimney is going, I had frame around that. I left some space around it so I could get my joist hangers in there, and once I get this done, I'll throw some of these deck boards, I'll move them up on top of this deck, and then I'll go the next 8+ feet on up for the next part of the chimney. My only concern is when I'm washing it down with muriatic acid, I don't want to put this deck down and get that stuff all over my deck. So as it is, I'll put a bunch of plastic, drape it over my my floor joists, so hopefully it doesn't stain it. I'll try to keep the water to a minimum, but it's got to go on there to get everything cleaned up. So yeah, I've got pretty much everything going now that I had been cutting out and staining over the past week or so. So it's just a matter of putting everything into place, but it's a slow process because you have to pre-drill. As I noted on my front deck, you have to pre-drill everything, and I am breaking drill bits left, right, and center because you just hit a knot the wrong way with this with the drill, and it snaps them off. You kind of get costly doing that at about $5 a set. This morning I only got drilled one hole and it broke. So anyway, my next step is, like I said, to finish that end over there. I'm going to put the last stringer in, a floor joist, and then I'm going to move over in this area here and start. And I'll bring you, don't imagine I can actually film this too much because it's just a very slow process. So I'll try to, though, at different stages, stop and show you what I'm doing. I'll be back. Okay, it's a little bit later in the afternoon. I finished off that section, and I've come over here and put in another 3. I've only got 2 floor joists left. I'm putting in all of the blocking as I go. So I'm about probably an hour and a half, 2 hours from finishing up. Probably an hour and a half. It may seem like that's a long time, but it's when you have to drill everything, put the joist hangers on as you go. I tell you, it's a job, but I hope it's a job I don't have to do again. So we got the front of it straight. Everything is level now. Nice 14 by 8 deck. Should be lots of room to set a barbecue out here. Small little table. A couple chairs. So I will be back when I get the next section done. Okay, I just have to put a little block right in here. What I do is I take the block that I cut out to notch this, I take that block and put it in here. That'll give me something to nail my decking to. But that basically stiffens up the post and stiffens up this end. So once I put this corner post on, it'll be ready for the skirt board, the finished skirt board, because you want to do all of your heavy screwing through the first, because that's doubled. Screw it through the first one, and that way you can hide all those screws. So this deck, pretty much framed with the exception of the posts, which I got to do the same thing with the 3 posts across here, like put those braces in to get everything situated. But yeah, that's the procedure. It takes a little bit of time, but it's doable. And it, like I said, it stiffens everything up really well. So the last thing I'm going to do tonight, sun's starting to go down here. It doesn't look like it on the video, but I've only got another half hour or so before it's going to get really dark. I'm going to stain what bridging I didn't get done, put that little block in, and I think tomorrow morning I'll work at setting these 3 posts that are going to go up 8.5, 9 feet. I'll cut them off when I set the scaffolding up here, but I'll get them set here so I can get all of the bracing in, and then I'm going to just lay some planks across here, start on the chimney again. See if I can get it up past the height of the second deck, which has got to go up. Take me 2 or 3 days probably to do that. It's got to go up there about 10 feet or more. I can do about 5-6 feet a day by myself. It's going to slow down a bit when I get started on the scaffolding. So from down below, when you walk in, of course, way up, the roof will be out over to this part right here, so 8 feet out. So it's going to be quite a massive structure, but this is the starting of it. Sometimes it's just getting going. That's what I've been kind of dreading. I've been cutting stuff out, and I knew it was going to be fun, especially when you start working up on scaffolding. So I'll continue to bring it along. Stick around. One of these days I'll get it done, maybe before Christmas, but it'll be something that my family will enjoy for many years to come. It's been a process, but when you got 6 little kids, you need room to grow. So anyway, till next time, thanks for joining me. If you would, please like and subscribe. Till then, you have a great day.